We start up at M&T Bank Stadium. Carolina paying the rare visit to take on Baltimore. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. Bryce Young with 2 touchdown passes there. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's Mahomes. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Now, Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. And here comes fourth down. And the Chiefs will punt the ball away. And he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. C.J. Stroud and the Houston offense set to get going again. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. That's to the tight end, Stover. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13. Now, Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll be third down. In motion now, it's Collins. Throwing now on third and long. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Chiefs offense ready for this next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Quick throw, taken in, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's second and 3 to go. Throwing is Mahomes. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on first and 10. Mahomes back. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They send the tight end in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Patrick. That's taken in by Brown. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. And in motion is Brown. Right back to the air for Mahomes. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Jamal Adams with the good coverage, able to break that one up for the defense. On 3rd down, Mahomes. And he'll take it on in. Rashee Rice. Touchdown, KC. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the 2nd half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this 2nd half started. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll run the toss play to Pierce. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Stroud going to set up to throw. He'll drop this to Pierce underneath. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll try and run it here with Pierce. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will cut the lead down to 4.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Christian Harris there on the stop. Putting the tight end in motion. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
On comes the Chiefs punter. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with Pierce. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. Open man downfield. It's Nico Collins. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Schultz is the motion man. Stroud gives it to Pierce. And he's into the end zone. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Chiefs offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. In trouble, and down he goes.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money. And that could very well wind up being a critical miss. I mean, you got to be able to rely on your kickers at this stage of the game. But he can't come through, and this one stays a 3-point game.
There's Nico Collins and his Texans teammates getting set for their next possession. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they've just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. They'll start this one on the ground with Pierce. A hit, and he has lost the football. It's pulled in by the Chiefs.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up. A give here to Pacheco. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
On 4th down, out comes the punter. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Texans offense and receiver Nico Collins set to take over. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Pierce. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw, it's Stroud. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
It's a gain of 10 yards. First down for Houston.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Back to throw, Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen. The Texans getting all set to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They send the tight end in motion. Mahomes now on 2nd down. He'll get that complete to Ross. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. 2nd and a yard. Play action here. Mahomes. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Pacheco. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Here's Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
And now the punting unit will come on, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A run here with Pierce. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
That is fielded at the 13. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Caught by the tight end, Wiley. Now, 2nd and 4. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a 4th down stop to all but end this game.
The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here, and they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Texans. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. It looks like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.